6. Gas prices in the area continue to fall, but how much does politics have to do with it? We take a closer look. Plus, we've got some advice from the Missouri Department of Conservation on why you should leave the leaves. And kids in Southeast Kansas enjoy a safe place to have fun and learn.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A young woman with a toddler was struck in a fatal accident last night. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Tanya Bach. The accident occurred around 7:30 last night in Granby, Missouri. The young woman, 20-year-old Vidalia Boyer of Seneca, Missouri, was walking along Granby Miners Road with a toddler when a 60-year-old driver struck her with his pickup. Boyer was pronounced dead at the scene. The child, a 3-year-old boy, suffered minor injuries. Well, if you think gas prices are usually lower during election season, you're probably right. Missouri has the 6th lowest gas price in the nation, and Joplin sits even lower than that. But it's not because of the presidential election. KOAM's Lonnie Walton talks to an expert about why buying gas in Joplin is much cheaper than in other places in the nation.
Normally, there's no one single factor that can influence gas prices that would either bring them down or bring them up. It's a multitude of things.
Nick Chabaria is the spokesperson for AAA. He says although we may think the election influences gas prices, he says this is clearly not true.
It may be perception more than reality, but there is really no correlation between election years and what gas prices do around election time.
If that's the case, then why is gas so low this time of year?
September, October, we start to see gas stations switch over from summer blended gasoline to winter blended gasoline. And winter blend gasoline is a little bit cheaper to produce. So typically we already see anywhere from 10 to 15 cent decline.
Currently, Missouri's average gas price is $2.78 per gallon for regular unleaded. But in Joplin, it's even lower at $2.71 per gallon. Out-of-state commuter Gary Fight says he's happy to be buying gas in Joplin.
Your prices were about 25-30 cents less than in Wisconsin. I enjoyed filling up with the lower gas price. I think you have less gas tax, it must be.
We also asked Chabaria about a certain day of the week when gas may be cheaper, but he didn't buy that either.
There is no correlation, widespread correlation on some of the cheapest days to get gas. Ultimately, the final price is going to be set by your local gas station.
There are many factors that change the cost of gas, but that doesn't change the fact that many people are enjoying it now. Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Chabaria says Joplin is paying some of the lowest prices in the country and says they could sink even lower in the days to come. That's great news. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us with a first look at weather.
Well, it turned out to be a great Friday for November 1st. Temperatures a little bit above average as we topped out right around 70 degrees. 66 in Joplin, also in Pittsburgh. Everybody's seeing pretty good temperatures, mid to upper 60s. To near 70 degrees. Of course, the sun is beginning to set, so those temps will drop off fairly quickly, especially if you're heading out to some area high school football games. We'll slide back through the 50s pretty fast as we go through the evening hours. Clear skies. We do have some mid and upper level clouds starting to stream in to our south. We're going to see those clouds increasing as we head into the weekend with our next storm system. I really think tomorrow's mainly dry. A few random clouds, but mostly cloudy skies. But look at the bands of showers and thunderstorms increasing tomorrow night into Sunday. So a lot to talk about coming up here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, as the leaves begin to change color and fall to the ground, gardening experts have some advice on the best way to deal with the cleanup. Leave the leaves and save the stems is a gardening tip designed to encourage people to leave the fallen leaves where they are, so as to provide a habitat for wildlife and promote soil health. Experts say this is also a great way to protect pollinators.
Well, one way you're going to sustain that grass growth is to rake your leaves out of the main parts of your lawn. However, if you have leaves along your fence row, if you have leaves in a flower bed or some kind of leaves basically in out of the way places, you should leave those leaves because pollinating insects overwinter in those leaves.
And leaving the leaves and saving the stems also provides a benefit to birds in the area during the winter months. The Hitchin Post Antique and Flea Market in Commerce, Oklahoma welcomed the community out to enjoy the Harvest Fall Festival today. The festival kicked off yesterday with a costume contest for kids of all ages. Vendors and customers were also invited out to join the festivities.
They're full up 99% of the year, and I constantly have vendors that want new booths. So they requested this expansion, and we added on mostly all large booths, so that that was the biggest request, was people wanted larger booths. So the new section is mostly all 8x8s and larger, and we are full up already.
Well, the festival resumed after it was closed due to severe weather conditions yesterday, and tomorrow features a pumpkin hunt. The festival wraps up this Saturday with a gift card harvest. Camp Now and Then resumed today for kids in the southeast Kansas area. The camp provides a safe, engaging, and fun environment for children 5 to 12. Now, kids could come out and jump into activities that support learning, socialization, and creativity outside of school hours.
I would say the socialization and being active, because sometimes when kids are out of school, sometimes they go hang out with grandma, and grandma may not be physically able to keep up with the kids. So it gives them a chance to burn that energy and still be active and social at the same time.
Well, the next dates for Camp Now and Then in the month of November are the 25th through the 27th. The high school football game of the week tonight features Carl Junction and McDonald County. KOAM Sports Director John Dales has a preview live from Bulldog Stadium coming up later in sports. But first, a big day for some students at Labette County High School as they cut the ribbon on a business of their own. Students at Labette County High School have been working towards creating their very own coffee shop for years, and today they finally held a ribbon cutting ceremony for it. KOAM's Melissa Alexis attended the ribbon cutting and has more.
We finally have a tangible product that we are seeing.
Kendall Carden and her classmates have been working towards opening their very own coffee shop since her sophomore year, and now she's a senior.
Spent months making business plans, and there were days like my classmates and I, we were like, is this ever gonna finally be in?
The coffee shop, called The Grizzly Grind, is a business they've been working on for their business class over the course of 2 years. A project that took a lot of planning.
And there were just so many days that it felt like it maybe wouldn't happen.
But through her classmates' hard work, the coffee shop is ready, and the students ceremoniously cut the ribbon.
We know our community supports us, but seeing everyone here and getting to cut the ribbon and everyone cheering for us and giving the speech was just so exciting.
Super proud of my students. I'm super proud of the support of the community and our administration in helping us get to where we are today. But I don't think there are any words to express how proud I am of my students.
Business teacher Juliana Moffitt says the coffee shop teaches students money management, marketing skills, and customer service skills.
Cleaning schedules, making sure everything's clean, and how important that is, especially in a business. They are applying marketing skills and advertising to promote our business, and they've come up with designs for gift cards.
Moffitt looks forward to the students applying what they learned in her business class to their real-world business at the Grizzly Grind. Reporting in Altamont, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
The Grizzly Grind is open Monday through Saturday from 7 to 11:30 a.m. A little later, experts say switching clocks back this weekend can bring an opportunity for safety changes in your home. That's coming up.
Plus, we're going to be watching strong to possibly more severe thunderstorms rolling in. Well, it turned out to be a nice Friday for us today, the first day of November, just 2 more months to go in 2024. It looks good right now. Nice shot of our downtown Joplin, looking northeast. A little breezy, pretty much clear skies. A few mid and upper level clouds will start to increase as we go through the overnight hours. All right, if you're heading out to high school, football looks pretty good. We'll drop back through the lower 60s, eventually into the 50s, so kind of hoodie weather, but we will stay dry. Heading outside, it's 64 in Stockton, 63 in Cassville. 71 in Veneta, Fort Scott, 67, Neodesha 69, Pittsburgh sitting at 67, 7th and Rangeline sitting at 66 degrees, and the winds are light. But of course, we have more changes moving in over the next few days. For us tonight, you can start to see these clouds increasing. Those are going to start to thicken up. We have Gulf of Mexico moisture riding north, which will start to affect us late in the day tomorrow. Here's our next storm system, which is driving into the Pacific Northwest. So you take this moisture and combine it with that system, and we get showers and thunderstorms. So this is what we are going to see. We're looking at our upper level flow, 18,000 feet. It shows us storm energy dropping in, that moisture lifting north. Then this system slides out, gives us chances for severe weather as we go into Monday. Then watch this. Another system drops in late next week. Watch that guy too. That's most likely going to be Hurricane Patty, which should probably, or at least possibility, make a landfall in the Gulf of Mexico as we get toward next weekend. So we'll be watching that as well. All right, so let's go through time. Clouds thicken for us tonight. Temperatures dip back near 50. Most of the rain stays to our west tomorrow, but we are going to have some hit and miss showers, but most of you mostly cloudy throughout the day. Showers, thunderstorms increase tomorrow night. Some of these guys could be a little bit stronger, not anticipating anything severe. Periods of storms into Sunday morning, get a little bit of a break. Here we go again. Sunday evening, Sunday night. Those guys could possibly be low-grade severe. Very heavy amounts of rain right across the region as they continue to spread through into Monday morning. So mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. Rain really sneaks up Saturday night into Sunday morning. High temps okay, near 70, with those increasing chances for rain as we head into Sunday. Now as the main system pushes through, this is where our better chance for severe weather is going to be. Cold front right across southeastern Kansas, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. So if we clear out a little bit before this will give us showers, thunderstorms, and a pretty good severe threat Monday afternoon. We're also going to have a flooding issue because we have the potential to get a whole bunch of rain over the next 3 days, anywhere from 3 upwards to about 7 inches across the region, which we need a lot of rain. I don't know if it needs to be quite that heavy. 70 tomorrow, 70 on Sunday. Don't forget, clocks drop back 1 hour tomorrow night. You gain an extra hour of sleep. Downfall, sun will set at 5:30 on Sunday, which is kind of crazy. Tuesday, Wednesday look good. More rain late next week.
We're still at work when it gets dark, so it's not really that different unless you enjoy an evening stroll and it's already dark.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Doug. A lot of changes can happen when daylight saving time ends this Sunday. Top of the list for many people is adjusting to a new sleep schedule. Another big change is replacing the batteries in your household safety items, such as your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. Firefighters also recommend using the time to create or revisit an escape plan in case of a house fire. Well, still ahead, the high school football playoffs are underway in Missouri and Kansas. John Dales joins us live from Game of the Week in Carl Junction. Up next in sports.
Hey, welcome. It's a KOAM pregame live. Well, we've waited all season to get to this point. It's the high school football playoffs in both Missouri and in Kansas. And tonight, our game of the week brings us to Bulldog Stadium as Carl Junction plays host to McDonald County in a district quarterfinal playoff matchup. Now, a little bit of background on these two teams. We'll start with Carl Junction, the home team tonight, 2 seed in Class 4, District 6, and started the season 4-1. However, the Bulldogs lost 3 of their last 4 games to end the year, but they do have a 3-1 record against teams in the district. They haven't seen McDonald County yet. Now, McDonald County has had a bit of a rough season. This is coming just 1 year after they made history by making it all the way to the Class 4 state quarterfinals in 2023. The Mustangs are just 2-7 this year. They've got wins over Central from Kansas City and Aurora. Now we'll stay in Missouri over to Lamar, the defending Class 2 state champions. We'll see them in action tonight as well. They're also the 2 seed, but over in Class 2 District 5, they play host to Pleasant Hope this evening. Now the Tigers are 5-4. They've only beaten one team with a winning record, though. That was Tipton back in week 3. However, Tipton really good, 8-1 this season. Elsewhere in that same district tournament, we've got the 5-seed El Dorado Springs going on the road to 4-seed Sarcoxy. Now, the Bulldogs' first-year head coach, Eddie Long, he has breathed a new life into that football program. El Dorado Springs' 4 wins this season is their most in any year since 2019. Well, week 1 of the playoffs are also underway over in Kansas. Bunch of games all across the state, and one of them includes a rematch from just last Friday. That's Parsons against Columbus. 7 days ago, that was our game of the week, and the Titans beat the Vikings 28-14. Tonight, same time, same place, same teams, but this time the winner advances to the regional round of the Class 3A playoffs, and of course the loser, well, they have their season end. Now, the Vikings hung around for a lot of that contest. If Parsons can win tonight, well, that would be a huge upset. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh goes on the road up to Topeka to play Highland Park. That contest actually already in progress. It got started at 6. Pittsburgh scored the first touchdown of the game, led 7-0 last check of that score. Purple Dragons have had a great season. They're 6-2, but so is Highland Park, and the Dragons obviously hoping to avoid a first-round playoff exit for the second year in a row. Over to the NFL, the Chiefs are the only unbeaten team remaining in the league. They bring a 7-0 record into a Monday night matchup against Tampa at home. Now, one of the biggest reasons for Kansas City's success so far has been their general manager. More on that in this week's Minute with Mitch.
Tell me again why Chiefs general manager Brett Veach has never been NFL Executive of the Year. His move on October 23rd to get wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins was another masterpiece. Here's a fun one, though. With D-Hop joining the Chiefs kingdom, he currently has the longest NFL active streak of consecutive games with at least one catch. 169 games, a streak that began September 9, 2013. Second on that list, Travis Kelce, who has 165 consecutive games with at least one catch, a streak that began on September 7, 2014. But here's another thing. Hopkins has played in 12 NFL seasons, but only 6 playoff games. He's won only 2 wildcard games, never played in a conference championship game. Maybe Kelce can help him on that one, on this Minute with Mitch. The Minute with Mitch is brought to you by Como Jewelry in Joplin and Pittsburgh.
Well, here in the 4 states, obviously we've got a loaded slate of high school games this evening, including the one that's going to take place on this field behind me. We hope you'll join us 4-State Friday night at 10:15, Fox Press Box at 11. But for now, that's it for sports. We're back after.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We'll have some advice from the experts on making the time adjustment this weekend a little easier on your health. Plus, boat sales surged during the pandemic but have been in steady decline. We take a look at the reasons behind the drop in sales and what impact could gender play in electing the next president. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Well, we're going to get rain. Most of tomorrow is going to be mostly cloudy skies, but showers, thunderstorms increasing as we go through tomorrow night into Sunday, even some strong and severe storms.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for watching, and we will see you right back here at 10. Have a great night and an even better weekend.